This video I'm calling it like are expensive funerals really destroying our families? So yeah, I have this discussion before with some people, some elders in my family, and why, because something that I was seeing quite a lot. We were spending so much money on funerals. Just to be clear, like when I mean expensive funerals, like I mean for families in like very like sort of disadvantaged backgrounds, all the stuff. So if you come from like a very rich family, then you probably won't relate to this video because it's not really expensive funeral for you, just relative. So I'm just focusing on the people that are really like there, like lower income households. Yeah. So like my main position on the topic was that no, we shouldn't be spending so much money on someone that's gone, dead and gone, and rather we should be focusing on more on the person that's still alive or the family that's still alive, stuff like that. And also, and then what I've been picking up from people that I was having discussion with is that they want a more dignified funeral, sort of like a proper send-off. So I was saying that no, look, what's the use of having a dignified send-off or dignified funeral if you are leaving the people that are alive in a worse positions? No, people are taking out loans to cover funerals. People want the most expensive box. So it becomes more like a show. Like funeral is more like it's like a show off. Like we don't want other people to see that we are poor. So we're gonna have this expensive funeral, and that's gonna leave the family actually in the worst positions. So we have cases whereby there might be somebody in a family that's studying. There's no money for fees or anything. They might be forced to drop out of school, and the family can't really make a plan. But when it comes to the funeral, all these loans get taken out to actually pay for the funeral expenses. So I'm just thinking, like, why wouldn't you just take that money that you are using for the funeral of this person and it's investing in somebody's education, maybe your child or your younger siblings? So this is something that's been happening. It's gonna continue happening now because I feel like funerals aren't what they were used to, like way back, if you know what I mean. So like in the light of like Heritage Day, so I would imagine the people that are living here, sort of in our culture, they didn't have these expensive funerals. No, they were there. You just, even caskets, maybe we didn't even have caskets. I doubt we had caskets for people, all those expensive caskets and everything. People just get buried, like I know in Eastern Cape, usually people get buried like near the garden, stuff like that. So there wasn't sort of many expenses incurred in the funeral. So now, like whenever you see a funeral now, it's just become like a show off. Like you see people are dressed in the finest clothes. People are pulling up in fancy cars, and that's all nice and everything. But what's the point of actually having these expensive funeral if you're gonna leave the people that are alive in a worse position? Because my funeral takes like a few days, maybe 3 tops. You're traveling and then the burying and then taking the stuff, and all that is gone. The person is gone, and the people that are alive now have to be diving deep into poverty because somebody that's passed away. In some cases, you have whereby the person, maybe the family wasn't even speaking to that person, but when so all of a sudden when they pass away, now that family is gonna buy this expensive box or casket. They're gonna buy this expensive blanket for the person, and then the whole time when the person was alive, they didn't even know whether what did he eat or what did she eat before sleeping or what was the breakfast. So it's sort of placing more value on someone that's gone. The moment you die, the more people value you. The more people now want to take you to Eastern Cape. They want to drive you to Eastern Cape. But if you ask for money to Eastern Cape while you are still alive, they probably won't give it to you. But the moment you are dead, now you just become sort of this superstar of people trying to make sure that they give you a proper send-off. So yeah, man, I'm growing to oppose sort of this notion that we should be having expensive funerals. obviously if you can afford the expensive funeral, then maybe it's not really expensive for you, then that's you. But I'm just focusing more whereby the family can't really handle those expenses in their funeral, but people insist on having those expenses funeral. So I really don't see the point in that. I think maybe it comes with staying in Cape Town a lot. I don't know, maybe I would have a different opinion if I was still staying in Eastern Cape. But yeah, I think just coming here, man, I think we should definitely value more people that are alive than those who just passed away. Like, to help with the funeral, I would suggest is that people, sort of have like a modest funeral, and not spend the money on the family that's actually alive. Maybe the person who passed away was a breadwinner. Actually allocate money in paying for fees, for tuition fees of the children that are still alive, or maybe maybe help the family, maybe those who are studying, or maybe those who are running the business. Say now if the person who passed away was a business owner, and now they passed away and some of the money gets spent in funeral, maybe some of the money can be allocated in helping the business like continue, not to drown the family that's alive deeper into poverty just because somebody that's dead. I don't know, man, but it's kind of difficult when you are the one who has this view that we shouldn't be spending so much money in funerals. Like, don't even get me started on weddings. Like, we shouldn't be spending so much money on funerals. All of the things that you are buying for this person, they don't benefit the person. The expensive blanket you're buying for the person because they're cold, they do not benefit from that. Rather, you should be paying for those that are still alive. Get them a blanket. So yeah, man, that's just been my thinking. I don't know what you guys think. Yeah, man, definitely, like, for me, I would want to just have a modest funeral, just gone, like a chill funeral, no expensive casket. Like, why? Like, it's not helping me in any way. If anything, it's making things worse for the whole family. Because now, once the funeral is over, now who's gonna pay for that casket? Probably take a loan. Now people need to starve because somebody is dead. So yeah, man. Yeah, that's my 2 cents on the topic. I don't know what you guys think. I'm excited to hear what you guys think about the funeral topic.